They're trying to battle for that Final Four position. But UE, of course, great learning experience going up against a Final Four contender. And our game starts with an Elaine Etang basket. UE with their first possession. Let's see if they can convert. Ganade goes straight to the basket. That shot was off to the right, but Kone makes up for it.
Good move coming from Kone deep.
A little bit of distance, a 2-game distance, and that means a lot, especially as we're dwindling down in the Final Four. As we approach the Final Four in Kamba, Kone in games like these.
Oh, definitely. You know, throughout the season, if you're going to the season only with 4 months of preparation, as we see that corner 3 coming from Padilla.
And let's take a look at that one. The kick out to Padilla. Good. Bacalares is being guarded by Apag. The stop and pop works for Bacalares.
Good strong attack. Want that as early as the first quarter, as we see that spin move coming from Bacalares.
Mazo goes to Alaba. 3-pointer on the way. Cheska Apag gets that 3-pointer to go. Mazo, look at the defense. Bacalares finally buys a bucket for the UE Lady Warriors. Mazo here goes over to Apag, goes to Angela. Mazo, back to Angela. Angela gets that long jumper to go. Adamson's identity as a defensive team. But they lose the ball here as Ganade gives a forward pass to Lakayanga and kisses it off the glass.
You know they play differently. It's really the impact of both of these players that are very important. They really protect the paint. They get a lot of rebounds. Their energy, their leadership has been crucial for both of these teams. So these are very, very important pieces for either of the team.
Padilla knocks down the 3-pointer. But to your point, Coach Juanito, also, you know, these are the two FSAs probably with the most experience, not just in terms of years, but in terms of, you know, time on the floor, as Ganade sinks in a quick one.
In terms of usage, talagang mabigat itong dalawang to.
Exactly. And a long jumper is good for Alaba. 4-12 is our score. Adamson has doubled the production of UE, but Buscar is trying to cut that lead down, but it's Kone finally does. Elaine Etang goes to Adeshina, but that was bothered by Buscar.
Good hands coming from Buscar.
And Lumibal, that's probably the easiest basket she will have today.
You know, that was a good cut coming from Padilla. A good find. Just a little too strong on that float.
Kamba Kone, the quick release is good. We were talking about Elaine Etang and Jersey Ganade's matchup. And Jersey Ganade just powering through that.
Where he turns his back off of the ball, but still is always in control when to spin and when to attack. And that's actually the type of IQ being brought in by Jersey Ganade.
And that was a good basket by Apag. Goes to Mazo. Zone defense here. 3-pointer by Mazo is good.
That's a big play coming from Adamson. A simple handoff to a 3.
Which will also serve as a battle for the Final Four spot. And a quick basket here for Buscar as she starts off the second half.
5 seconds into the game clock, and UE right away getting a basket.
This is reading things on together with Coach Juanito Gregorio calling the games on the sidelines. Adamson fights back as Elaine Etang gets the basket.
Elaine Etang struggling offensively in the first half, but in the second half, we know that she is going to make an impact for Adamson right away, getting that first shot.
And Coach Juanito, when you're a star player and you have that kind of rut in the first half, what is your mindset coming into that second half?
You know, you're hungrier coming to the second half. You know that you need to be able to produce a lot more numbers. So, you know, all you have to do is relax a little bit, get your focus back on, and be able to go back to your game. And so far, she was able to get a bucket. Now she's able to get an assist going to Adeshina on the inside.
Adeshina and Kone have both made baskets here. Kamba Kone is still perfect. 5 out of 5 from the field. Let's see if she can sustain that. And we should also credit UE for putting her in a good position. which is why she's able to get those good looks as Limbago.
She can share her experiences right now. She's even battling it out against the number 3 team here in the league.
But Elaine Etang wants to add to her tally. She was cold in those first 2 quarters, but finally gets a basket from long distance.
That's going to be 7 points for Elaine Etang.
And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Jersey Ganades somehow ends up on the bench as an assistant coach next year.
That is exactly... I think that's going to be automatic.
A 9-point advantage on the side of Adamson, extended even further by that quick basket by Limbago.
Itong UE. So here, they're trying to run once again and be able to get that advantage.
Bodies meeting the Adamson shots. So they have a chance to make something here. Alaba goes back to Agoho. Agoho goes straight to the basket, and now she has a chance to make it end 1.
On that last play, and there was no board to help her, so that's going to end in a miss.
And they feed it to Kambakone. High glass is good. UE has a fresh 24 here. Almost a steal. Yes, it is. Elaine Etang goes to Apag, back to Etang. And we saw that last. Yanez couldn't get that to fall in. Kambakone was challenged. It falls in her hands. 3 defenders. 3 defenders, and it's good.
No problem.
Padilla goes to Apag. They recognize that there is a press for UE, and somehow Elaine Etang. Bacalares, good spin move, couldn't finish, but Kate Cruz has that. She just passes it to the wrong person. Apag on the move. Apag with a layup. Lefty layup is good for Cheska Apag.
What?
Goes to Cruz. Who goes to Lakayanga. Good look. But it's Kambakone who's able to get that basket.
Yep.
So you could see the adjustments of both of these teams as Lakayanga is able to get away with that one, and she gets the first basket of her final quarter. Ganade feeds Kone. Kone was trying to draw the foul. The whistle is not blown as Apag again with another lefty layup.
You know what, Jersey Ganade? She doesn't get rests. She only gets water breaks. 1 to 2 minute water breaks. We need you on the court. Balik ka na, Jersey.
Lakayanga gets that basket. I mean, the intangibles this game. You could see her activity on both sides of the floor.
You know, she doesn't hold the basketball as much as Padilla and Etang, but she is always at the right place at the right time.
Boost her teammate because Limbago was called for a foul early in that, but Ganade gets a basket for UE. Padilla's 3 doesn't fall in, but Adeshina's attempt does. So I'm sure the coaching staff of Adamson will be closely monitoring that ball game. But Lakayanga wants us to focus on this ball game. Jersey gets the screen from Kone, but Jersey pulls up. Jersey gets that basket to go.
The 2-man game. UE has been able to play terrific offense, but their wide open shots off the outside they have not been getting in.
Padilla launches that one, and Padilla gets it in. Ganade goes over to Kone, but that was disrupted by Alaba. That was a good pick there. And the layup is good for Cheska Apag.
Right place, right time. Who else will end that fast break? Once again, it's Cheska Apag.
So many fast break opportunities on the side of Adamson, but they've only converted 10 as they get a steal here. Elaine Etang couldn't get a handle on that, but finally recovers. Chris Padilla for 3. She extends it even further. Chris Padilla.
Here in this 4th quarter.
Chris Padilla. Look at that. Elaine Etang to Cheska Apag connection. Cheska Apag has had so many fast break opportunities here, but Chris Padilla just extends it even further as they're leading here 66-47. And Mazo finalizes our score here, 66-48.